If you find that your neighbor has sealed the door and never opened the curtains, you should be careful because the house next to you may be unusual. This kind of house may be fine during the day, but at night, the yin is strong and the yang is weak, so you may not encounter anything. If you can still smell the smell of burning paper, then I advise you to stay away from it. If you are afraid, that year, I just graduated from Shandong after learning excavators because I was short of money. I rented a relatively cheap house. On my first day at work, I got up early. Because it was rush hour, the elevators were basically one hall per floor. But when I got to the 7th floor where I lived, as soon as the elevator door opened, everyone stared at me. I was so nervous, as if I had seen a ghost. This scene made me very embarrassed. I thought, is there something on my face today? Although I had my back to them, the heat of their gazes made my back go numb. I looked at the reflection in the elevator, and there was nothing wrong except that my face looked like Eddie Peng. The elevator reached the 1st floor and I just walked out. I could vaguely hear them talking about something, and I had no idea what they meant. I went home at night and prepared to play a few games. Because I lived alone, I turned up the volume on my phone and kept talking to my teammates. I played until about 12 o'clock in the middle of the night. I was just about to go to bed when there was a knock on the door. I was nervous at the time, thinking, who would come to see me in the middle of the night? I don't know anyone here. I walked to the door helplessly and looked out through the peephole, but strangely, there was no one outside. I was about to turn around and leave, but the knocking sound became louder. I was furious and cursed loudly. I suddenly opened the door and saw an old lady standing outside. She was wearing a red festive dress, but her face was pale and looked strange. Before I could say anything, she yelled at me, "Young man, lower your voice, it's too noisy." Hearing this, I realized that I was playing games too loudly just now, so I hurriedly apologized and kept saying sorry. The old lady didn't say anything else. Maybe she saw that my attitude had improved and she turned to the next door. But when the old lady went back, I didn't hear the sound of her opening the door until she returned to the building. I was relieved when I saw that the house was moved out. I thought that was the end of it. But the next day, I heard someone say that they moved out without even asking for a deposit. I probably left early when I went to work that day. There was only one old man in the elevator. He first looked at the floor and then looked at me. His face showed a nervous and terrified expression, and he looked like he was scared silly. I felt really inexplicably blocked from the elevator, and I couldn't help asking him, "Uncle, what's wrong with you? Why do you all look like you saw a ghost when you see me?" The old man hesitated for a while, looked around, and whispered, "Young man, don't you know? Everyone knows that the 7th floor 701 where you live is a columbarium." Hearing this, I suddenly felt cold all over. I have also heard of this columbarium. It is a house bought specifically to store the urns of the deceased. The old man went on to say that there were people living on that floor originally. But later, they all encountered strange things and moved away. It has been more than a year now, and no one lives there anymore. I was shocked when I heard this. Wasn't the old lady who knocked on the door last night the columbarium in 701? When I thought about it carefully, the door was not opened when the old lady went back last night. It seemed that she floated in, but I was thinking about games at the time and didn't pay attention to it at all. Thinking of this, I was scared and didn't dare to live there anymore. I argued with the landlord, but he took out the contract and said something. I had no choice but to admit that I was unlucky and moved out without even asking for the deposit.